Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that is going to come back around with some love bombing attempt. And you're going to be, it's like I see you laughing at this person, and I'm not trying to encourage being like petty or dismissive, but I just see you being pretty impervious or not succumbing to whatever this person feels like they can use manipulation wise to get back into your life. You're just kind of like, I already know you're not trustworthy, so I'm not going to fall for whatever those flowery words are. I don't believe you. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Just a little bit more. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you have some nice weather. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's also in the description box below, right next to, or I guess above, the link that will tell you about my membership if you would like access to additional content. I have more shorts, live streams, videos, and you can also get a monthly personal reading. We're going to start with the Wild Reflections Tarot and see what else we can find out about this person who wants to love bomb you. What else do we have? Queen of Cups, the Magician, and the Three of Wands in the reverse. It's like this person is doing whatever they can to try to come across as this Queen of Cups, somebody that is friendly or kind or has good intentions. But this Magician is their efforts, right? They're manipulative, and the Three of Wands is in the reverse because they get some sort of unexpected response or perhaps no response from you. Or their actions, whatever it is that they're trying to do to get back into your life, they seem to be unsuccessful. They're not really getting the results that they wanted. Hello, Oracle. What's going on? Judgment, Strength, Nine of Pentacles. Wow. I'm proud of you. You are standing by your convictions. You're not letting somebody tell you that something you felt was, based in dishonesty, or, they're not going to be successful gaslighting you. You know what you know to trust your intuition. And this person, it's like you are kind of like laughing at them, like, why would I believe you over me? Like, my own intuition hasn't failed me, but you on the other hand, I can't trust you. Nine of Pentacles is a reference to your intuition, but it's also your independence. You are not a follower. You are not somebody who is easily influenced. With the Strength card, you swim upstream when other people feel like it's much easier to just hang out on the lazy river. You are not the one. So good for you. We've got the Lovers, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. You might have been dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Otherwise, that's what this person was missing. Because it feels to me like they want you to choose them when you have only ever experienced unreliable energy from them, a lack of willingness to actually invest in something with you or do the work that they need to in order to be the partner that would show up, right? Or be reliable. With the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you gave them the information they needed to do right by you, and they failed to do so. So it's like, no. Like, I tried to make it easy for you. I told you what I needed, and you weren't willing to do that. That's not on me. That's on you. Rainbow Warrior, how you doing? Hello, Carrie. What's up? Hello again, Pharaoh. How's it going? Hello, Michael. Hello, Steven. Hello, Jamie. How you doing? What else? Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. See, the thing is, this person's coming back or trying to come back into your life right as you're about to get something amazing. And I'm going to tell you, for some of you, this person knows that things are about to go really well for you and they want to benefit from it. And they're not going to. There's something really beautiful happening in your life. There's change, there's new beginnings, there's things that you've been waiting to like develop. They are actually moving in the right direction. This person is not meant to be around when you get this blessing or when things start going as well as they go. So I think you know that. Hello, upper echelon. What's going on? This is the gold foil tarot. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Wands. Yeah, you get communication from this person that I feel you've been no contact with for at least a little while because they were not reliable, because they were not loyal, because they were willing to manipulate you and gaslight you. So you removed yourself from that situation. When they communicate, it's looking like they haven't even really changed up their script. They try the same thing on you and you're like, you think I didn't learn from the last time? You're interested in focusing on things that are real. You don't fall for whatever their words are. You look at actions, and their actions are disappointing. Their actions betray their real intentions. King of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. They see that you've been working on something. That's why they're coming back around. The King of Cups in the reverse. This is an immature approach to an emotional connection and a lack of longevity with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. They're here to see what they can get from the situation or from you, not necessarily with like a different energy, right? They're still being secretive or elusive, and they don't anticipate when they come back around that in their absence or your absence, you've changed. The ending between the two of you, the separation between the two of you has been a really important time for you to learn more about yourself, what you want, what you're willing to put up with. So this Three of Swords is not that they find you in a state of heartbreak. It's that the fact that you have changed and you are no longer susceptible to their love bombing breaks their heart or hurts them or is something they see as a betrayal. Like, what do you mean I can't come back around? That's ridiculous. Is it? Maybe I learned I don't want to deal with that energy. This is the situation step. What else do we have? Settlement and nightlife in the reverse. For many of you, there was a promise that was made. This person broke it, and that was it for you. You said you'd stop drinking. You said you'd stop going to that bar. You said you'd stop hanging out with that person. You said you would whatever, and you didn't. I feel they broke your trust by breaking a specific promise, and this was an important promise to you, not just like, you know, do you promise to bring me Taco Bell when you come back? You allowed this person access to your life because of things that they said, but they did not follow through on. So you view them as untrustworthy. This person's been watching you, waiting for a moment where they could potentially get back into your life. They knew they needed to take a little bit of a break. They needed to give you a little bit of a break. And I think this is also manipulative. It feels to me like I didn't apologize or there's been no resolution to the problem between us. But if I give it enough time, you'll have, forgotten about it, or you'll be more open to me coming back around. They may have done this cycle with you before, but this time they're finding it's not going to be successful, or it's not going to be like it was before. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, I agree. What else? The Eight of Candles or the Eight of Wands. Seven of Potions or Seven of Cups in the reverse. And the Page of Potions or Page of Cups. This person sends a communication or, gives you a phone call, and they're making some sort of offer that you see as not enough or kind of immature or silly. Seven of Cups in the reverse is you not being interested, you not buying into this illusion, not falling for that trick, because it's love bombing. So they may be thinking they're saying something super effective. You're going to love it. You're going to smile. You're going to be so glad this person messaged you. But you look at it and you're like, that again? No, I don't think so. You see it for what it is. Page of Needles or Page of Swords, Nine of Swords. You either leave this person on red, say something very terminal, right? Like this is no, thank you. You do something to concern them because you don't respond the way you normally did. They start to question if you're dating somebody else, or if you, like, all these questions pop up because they don't understand. Why are you acting differently this time? Why is it that when I try to love bomb you, you're responding differently? They don't know how to respond. So I feel like they take some time to try to regroup. What should I do? High Priestess. The Lovers. Four of Potions or Four of Cups in the reverse, and the Knight of Candles or the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So they don't understand why you're acting differently. They don't expect or anticipate that it's because you are more perceptive than you were in the past. That's not like their first assumption. Their first assumption is that you're with somebody else. So I feel like not only do they approach you wrong in terms of trying to love bomb you, but they also assume the wrong thing when you are not interested. It's like they can't fathom that maybe you just see them as manipulative or untrustworthy. They might assume that they're smarter than you, but they are still expecting that you wouldn't actually reject them if you were able to choose them. So the Knight of Wands in the reverse is like, okay, well, maybe you're in a relationship, but I bet you would still be interested in a little bit of like hanging out with me, right? Right? This person's not giving up that easily. 10 of Candles or the 10 of Wands, and the 5 of Potions or the 5 of Cups. It's like they lay it on thick. They want you to know that they view you as the one that got away. They're putting you on a little bit of a pedestal. And I think trying to come across as, if you're with somebody else, I understand. I don't want to be a problem. I just really want to see you one more time. They're lying, period. They're lying. They want to know that they could always come back whenever they want. That's what they want. They want to know that even if you were in a relationship, that you would choose them. Because again, for whatever reason, they feel like you're with somebody else. It can't possibly just be that you're smarter than them, or that you're on to them, or you figured out their tricks. That just does not occur to them. Hello, Emily or Layla. How are you doing? I think it's about ego. It really is ego, right? Like, I want to prove that you're still an option, that I could choose you when I want, right? And you're like, how about no? So we've got Queen of Cups and Page of Cups. This is the Bianco Nero. How's it going, Tiana? Hello, Candace. What's going on? Hello, Sally Ann. Yeah, it's got to be serious, right? I agree, Rainbow Warrior. So they make this offer, and I feel like you're very quick to turn your back. With the Queen of Cups, you can see they're not facing that Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is also not giving confidence, is it? It's like, I don't know. Do you want yeah, no? Okay, I'll leave now. To you, it's obvious. You make this decision, you're not interested, you block them, or you don't respond, or you say something like, no, thank you. very terse or to the point. 10 of Swords in the reverse. 2 of Cups in the reverse. And the Chariot. They believe that the only way you would be resisting their charms is if you have fallen under somebody else's charms. So they become very fascinated with, how can I figure out who you're with, who you're spending time with, who you're interested in? Because if you're moving on, it must be because of another person. They just don't think it's because you're smart enough to turn them down. The World in the reverse. They feel convinced there's unfinished business here, or they want to convince you of that so that you like cheat on this person that you're supposedly with. We've got the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. They want to get you back into this 8 of Swords where you are theirs, right? But they're going to try to pretend what they want is this long-term relationship with you, and that they're going to be honest with you, but you already see past it. You already know that this person's unhealed. They're still doing the same things. Just trying to do it with like a little bit of frosting on the top, or like with a gift, right? All right, this is the Fairy Lenormand. Hi, Cheryl. I don't go too deep with the astrological signs. I do have playlists that are focused on them if you'd like that. And I think I'll do an all signs here in the near future, but I haven't had any signs that really stand out to me right now, aside from the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo in the beginning, which could be about somebody who's choosing to have something that's reliable. We do have a lot of threes, though. Number 33 and number 3, the Key and the Ship. So we've got somebody who's realized that gaining distance or separation from this person has given them more confidence, more clarity. I feel this person did have a negative impact on your intuition, and the farther away from them you are, the easier it is for you to understand who you're dealing with and what direction is smartest for you. So we've got the Moon, number 32, and number 19, the Tower. I do feel like this is kind of implying that there is a desire for them to gain access into your social media or a friend's social media, because they're really focused on trying to figure out who else you're spending time with or who you might be interested in. They can't get that out of their mind. This is the Pulp Tarot. What else? King of Pentacles in the reverse. 4 of Swords in the reverse. Wow. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hierophant. Yeah, they see, for some reason, they see you as a very codependent person. They don't see you as the 9 of Pentacles, which is your energy. They see you as the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is why they're so convinced that you're seeing somebody else, and that's why you're ignoring them, or that's why you're not interested in their offer. They don't look within and see that you view them as the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So why would you be interested in them? You know that they're unhealed. But to them, it's always about other people. So they view it as, oh, you must have found somebody else who wants to like be there for you. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Again, another reference to your having clarity and clear intuition. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. The Lovers and the 9 of Cups. They feel like you've chosen someone new, but you've chosen yourself. You're like, I just have like standards. How is that so difficult for you to understand? I don't have to choose somebody who's better than you, even though I could. I've chosen to like work on myself, or I've chosen to wait until I find somebody that is really what I'm looking for. And you know it's not this person. You know it's not the love bomber. You want to be able to trust the person that you're with. So their frustration is not going to be resolved easily because they think it's the wrong problem. They think it's another person. They don't realize you've just written them off because you know that you can't trust them. This is not your person. And you're focused on maybe family things, your money. They don't get it. They're so convinced you're with somebody else. They feel betrayed. They're jealous. They may even be a little bit obsessed with this, trying to find some way to figure out who you're spending time with. Death. They think you've changed because of a person. You've changed because you wanted to be your own person. All right, this is the Overthinker's Oracle because clearly we have somebody that is overanalyzing the situation or feeling like they've got a grasp on what's really going on and they don't really. All right, let's see. What else? I'm addicted to your energy. I'm afraid to commit. I know I owe you an apology. This time I promise you my actions will match my words. No, they won't. Sorry. Pretty clear that they won't. We know you're love bombing. Being away from you hurts. Karmic partner, they feel like you have a partner right now. They don't realize that you're just focused on making things right, working on things that are important to you, healing from things that were challenging. You're not rushing anything. I never meant to hurt you. I was so immature. Breakup and separation, ending of a relationship, marriage, etc. Every full moon reminds me of you. I feel like that was that yesterday? This is part of why they're thinking about you so much right now. They may have caught something from a karmic. We've got Earth Angel energy. They put you on a bit of a pedestal, while also apparently feeling like you would never get smarter. So the thing is they have a picture of you as the person that they want to be with because they felt like they could manipulate you. You are not that person. You are coming out as strength on the 9 of Pentacles. Like, good luck. They want this person, this version of you, but it was the version of you that they could manipulate. They haven't healed. And I do think that they've maybe gotten a reading or they have some reason to feel that you are about to fall in love with someone new or they are about to lose you for real. This is the Tarot of the Nile. Hello, how's it going, Voyager? Hello, Illuminati. Hello, Dark. How's it going? There you go. We've got the King of Swords in the reverse and the Chariot in the reverse. You see this person as a liar. You know that there's no future with this person because they haven't held themselves accountable. Empress in the reverse and the Emperor in the reverse. Damn. It is always interesting and of note when these two come out together, but they are in the reverse. And this tells me that this person from your past who wants to love bomb you, it's not even just that they struggle with the emotional intimacy element or being vulnerable with you. It's that they want to control you. With the Emperor in the reverse, they feel a lack of control in their own life, and that's why they like exerting control over others or not being maybe reliable for others. So they want the benefits of love without putting in the work required for that love. And that's why you view their offer or their love bombing as immature or, fleeting, not reliable. Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Hermit, and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, so I feel like I'm reading for somebody who is single. You might be, casually dating, but I don't see you being like paired off, right? This person is certain that you are seeing somebody, and that is why you won't engage with them or talk to them or let them back in. But you've gained confidence that helps you to feel much more comfortable with being single or being on your own. You don't need that external validation anymore. And I do feel like you just aren't interested in people who aren't going to invest in you. This person won't. And quite frankly, I feel like there are people that are showing interest in you that would invest in you. So you're like, why would I waste my time? Eight of Swords in the reverse. You are not stuck on this person like you may have been at one time. You are focused on the long term. Seven of Cups in the reverse again. You see through this person. All right, let's see if this new divine connection coming soon is as accurate as your person from your past thinks it is. Oh, we've got a couple cards that I didn't get. Eight of Wands, King of Wands. See, I do feel like there's somebody coming in. I feel like this is the new love. So they may actually be a little bit right here. I just don't think it's the reason why you don't interact with this person. I think you reject them because you know who they are. And now we've got the wedding card. I do think that there's somebody who shows up around the same time and things do get serious with this person. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this person may be wrong about whether or not you are literally in an exclusive relationship, and that's why you're not messaging them. But they are not wrong in the sense that there's like really beautiful love that's about to show up, or you may have even just met this person. They might have gotten a tarot reading on you. They might have had like a dream or something. This is somebody who's very codependent. They thought you were codependent, but it's actually them. They're the codependent one. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. We keep getting the Ten of Pentacles, so I do feel like this is about you having more confidence and strength and being more grounded because you're not letting things from the past impact how you're able to receive or give love. This is the Kipper. What else? Oh no, Tiana. Don't do that. What else? Thief, number 24. The Lovers. We keep getting the Lovers too, right? This is somebody who feels like they are coming back around to try to secure something with you and finding out that you are interested in somebody else or believing that you are choosing someone else and feeling robbed, feeling like they're possessive over you, basically. So the idea of somebody else being with you or you choosing somebody else is really aggravating for them and makes them want to, I think, even message again, even if you didn't message them back. This is somebody who really wants to know what's going on. They're exhausting. Main male in the reverse, wealthy male in the reverse. So this is somebody who thinks you've rejected them because they don't have the ability to offer you the life that you're looking for. They don't understand. They are just like missing the whole point. Family room in the reverse. This person is still dealing with some family, like unhealed issues, whereas you were healing those family issues. If they don't work on those, they're going to still approach love in this very controlling, codependent way. And that's why I feel like there's a different love connection headed your way, because you've chosen to elevate. You've chosen to move beyond that and let go of those issues. Choose something more real. This is the truth is. Resentment, hurt and bitterness over unfair treatment. I'm single, enjoying the single life. And speak up. Time to be honest about the way you feel. So this is somebody who's upset, mad at you. They're love bombing you. They don't want you to know that they also have this resentment, right? They just want you to feel like it's all good, get you back into their life first, and then they'll tell you what they're mad about. But you're single. You're fine being single right now. You are open perhaps to dating other people. You're not really interested in this person from your past. But when you tell them that you're not interested, it's an important moment for you moving forward. I feel like it calls in that new love. I feel like that's what actually calls in the new person. But they think that you already have the new person. Delusional, false beliefs about the relationship because they're paranoid or because they're jealous, because they're possessive, right? All right, tell me about this King of Wands, this new person. Hey, Key Controller, what's going on? What else do we have? Empress. This is somebody who is able to approach emotional intimacy in a mature way. This is somebody who's looking for a serious commitment. We had the wedding card come out, and the Four of Wands does literally mean wedding, or can. And here we have the King of Wands again. So this is that new person. Remember, gender doesn't matter in tarot. This is energy, but this is somebody who wants to pursue you, or somebody who is, I feel like, very focused on you. There's an offer here, longevity, but you don't see it coming. Ten of Wands, Four of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. The number 9 is important. Once you end things or really make it clear this love bomber cannot come back into your life, and you guard what is rightfully deserving of a better partner, that's what calls in this new person, this King of Wands. It could also be for some of you, you know this person and they're watching to make sure that you actually aren't getting back with the ex. That's not for all of you though. Another Nine of Pentacles. You're being seen as very attractive right now. There are multiple people that are interested in you. Don't get a big head, okay? You're being seen as somebody that has standards, somebody that respects themselves and is not interested in low vibrational energy. There is, I think, more than one person that might be considering approaching you, but this King of Wands is the person who's the most serious. They want to make sure that you freed yourself from this person from your past, or that you really are single. And I feel like you tell off this Magician energy. We've got the Magician in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. They feel a sense of loss. Now they feel like they're stuck because you have freed yourself. You have a changed perspective with regards to this person from your past. You see their manipulative tendencies and they're not working on you anymore. This person, this King of Wands, sees that. And I feel like that's what motivates them to confess that they have a desire to be more than friends, or they are interested in taking you out on a date with the Two of Cups. They've been maybe a little secretive about it because I think they know something about this love bomber. But they're coming back around once they know that you are truly single or available and confessing that they have emotions or that they have an interest in being, your person or next to you. This is the energy oracle. What else do we have on this King of Wands, please? Strategy. This person's been waiting for the right time. Storm warning. They knew there was a chance you might talk to this other person or that you might not actually be available. They wait for the right time. And now we've got this person from your past is mad. We've got hostilities and storm warning. They were mad before you had this other person. You call in this other person and they get even more mad. You're protected, but make smart choices, right? We've got two angels, Archangel Shamuel and Archangel Uriel. And Goddess of the Moon. I definitely feel like the moon is important. We've seen the moon a few times. We could have some Pisces energy, but this is, to me, more so about your intuition. We had the Nine of Pentacles come out a lot. I feel your intuition guides you. You know that there might be a couple people that are interested in you. You certainly know not to mess with this love bomber. You'll be able to figure out which one is this King of Wands, King of Cups. This is somebody who's very genuine, and I feel like they're going to be very respectful, but also they captivate you. So yeah, there should be some excitement, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.